Welcome, my name is Thomas Ledford, and I'm here to share this video in part 1 of a 4-part series, Income Tax Preparation 101, What's in it for you? And the objective of this 4-part series is for people who always was interested in learning income tax preparation. Then you get an overview in this 4-part series video on the introductory version of what income tax preparation is really all about. And you get to decide for yourself if you still want to learn it. And based on this 4-part series information, take action and enter someone's course and really get started and make a beginning on learning and making a go of income tax preparation. Or you'll decide, hey, this wasn't really what I thought it would be. I don't think I can really get my mind around it. I don't think it's for me. And you move on to another idea. So the overall objective is to give you an overall idea of what income tax preparation is really all about. So you can not invest your money in someone's course to find out the second or third class later that this wasn't for you, and you just made an investment in something that you didn't follow through, and now you, for the most part, won't get a refund on your money in that type of situation. So in this part 1 series, it's called Income Tax Preparation 101. And it's what's in it for you. And that's my overall theme for this. And in this video, it's just about educating you and letting you understand and learn that income tax preparation has some misconceptions about it, or another word called myths about it. A lot of people think you got to be a mathematician or a math genius when it comes to income tax preparation, when you don't, because we're talking about individual income tax preparation, which is a basic process in itself. Based on the overall complexity of the return, you might have some math that's outside of basic math and basic adding and subtracting, but for the most part, it's nothing you can't learn how to do even by hand. When it comes to filling out forms, it may have some math built into it based on what type of tax return you're doing. And like I said in this video, part 1, income tax preparation, we'll be talking about the brief history of income tax preparation. We'll be talking about the basic information that's involved in income tax preparation, the basic forms and schedules that's associated with income tax preparation, and we'll be talking about just a basic overview in part 1 of what to look for and what type of mindset to have going into thinking about learning this as a skill and then even taking it to the next level as a career. Because my overall objective is to give you an idea of what you get yourself into if you decide to really take someone's course, what it should look like, what it should be like. For the most part, in my demographics, meaning where I live, which is the Midwest / Chicago / Illinois, based on my 18 years worth of experience in this industry, my surrounding tax preparation services, no one offers tax preparation training on the level I do at all. And that's because from what I learned over the years, I realized that if I'm going to teach an income tax preparation course, and I want the possible student / client to have a real chance at building a foundation and having it set where they can go forward as time goes on by keep learning and learning and learning, because there's so much information in the individual income tax preparation industry to cover. that based on your demographics, based on where you live, based on your clientele you built, half of this information you'll never really use. And that's the reality of it all. You know what I'm saying? Because unless you got a diversified portfolio of individuals, from people who work in entry level to people with 7-figure incomes, then, like I said, a lot of the stuff you'll never really use. So in my income tax preparation course, I basically cover the things that you are running into, for the most part, you know, things that you may come across as time go on. You'll get a chance to be introduced to it, but it won't be anything we're going to in depth about, because it'll be up to you to be interested in that and to learn it for yourself, just in case you run to a person who may have that need and you can feel it by having the information and the skills to make it happen. Then all for the better. So like I say, on my tax preparation channel, all the information I give is all about my experience over these last 18 years. And I have a coaching and training program for people who want to make a career in this industry. And the bottom line is, the fast way to success in the times we live in is to connect with someone who already where you want to be. And I'm not necessarily talking about financially, but that's part of it. But it could be from an educational standpoint, from a skill set standpoint, from a knowledge standpoint. It's just as greater than a financial standpoint, because you have to build a foundation that's going to help you even get the money by acquiring the knowledge, getting good at it, being able to go out here and market yourself and promote yourself to the masses and build your large audience in order to make a significant amount of income. Is what you really have to do when you're dealing with individual income tax preparation. You know, unless you decide to upgrade your skill sets and learn some partnerships and some corporations and some other things that pay more money per transaction in the individual sector. You basically got to have 300 to 500 people to see a decent salary for the tax season to even think about trying to make a career out of it in the first place. So for myself, my first year I made $40,000 in 3 months from the basement where I lived at the time with my grandmother. And from that point, I rented a spot from my IT guy that stayed a couple of blocks from where I lived. And I've been in this industry ever since with no looking back. You know, so everybody's journey, everybody's story is going to be different. And you just have to decide for yourself, do you want to make a career out of this, or is it just something you want to learn for personal use only? Is the simple question. I knew years ago that I wanted to have my own business. I wanted to be my own boss, but back then I didn't know what it would be, and now I know what it is, and that's income tax preparation and training, which I've been doing for the last 18 years. So I prepare individual income taxes, basic to complex, so rental income, self-employed individuals. I help people set up their own income tax service. I specialize in that. And I help people set up their own business in general, but we specialize in income tax preparation because that's the industry we've been in for the last 18 years. So in the upcoming videos, the 4-part series, part 1, we will be starting one day next week. All I can do is tell you this, if you subscribe to my channel already, you'll get a notification. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications so you get all my live streams and my uploads on my World of Tax Preparation channel. So this was just a brief discussion on what's coming up in the part 1 series of a 4-part series of Income Tax Preparation 101, What's in it for you. And I'll see you in my next video.